Hello sir, in this presentation I am going to discuss about skip list, which is an data structure. Without any further ado, let's start with the presentation. Objectives. First, we will introduce ourselves to what actually is a skip list. Then we will try to understand perfect skip list and iteration of skip list. Then we will focus on the operations of skip list. After that, advantages and disadvantages regarding skip list and applications, and finally the conclusion. Let's start with the introduction. A skip list is a probabilistic data structure. The skip list is used to store a stored list of elements or data with a linked list. It allows the process of the elements or data to view efficiently in one single step. It skips several elements of the entire list, which is why it is known as a skip list. The skip list is an extended version of linked list, and it allows the users to quickly search, remove, and insert the element. It consists of a base list that includes a set of elements that maintains the linked hierarchy of the subsequent elements. But one has to use why? One has to use skip list? Skip lists are used to eliminate the drawbacks of linked lists. The major drawbacks of a linked list are hard to search in less than O of n time and hard to jump to the middle. Moreover, it will not support binary search for us. So these are the things that can be considered as drawbacks of the linked list, and skip lists want to eliminate these drawbacks. So what is the structure of the skip list? It is mainly built on two layers, the lowest layer and the top layer. The lowest layer of the skip list is commonly sorted linked lists, and the top layer of the skip list are like an express line where the elements are skipped. So it uses two layers for its efficient searching mechanism. One is the lowest layer and another one is the top layer. So let's have a chart about its complexities. In the terms of access complexity, average case is O of log n and the worst case scenario is O of n. In terms of search complexity, the average case is O of log n and the worst case is O of n. The delete complexity, it is O of log n in average case, and the worst case is O of n. Insert complexity, average case is O log n and the worst case is O of n. Space complexity, average case is nothing, but the worst case is O of n log n. So how does it actually works? Let's take an example to understand the working of the skip list. In this example, we have 14 nodes such that these nodes are divided into two layers shown in the figure. The lowest layer is a common line that link all nodes, and the top layer is an express line that link only the main nodes, as you can see in the diagram. Suppose you want to find 47 in this example. You will start the search from the first node of the express line and continue running on the express line until you find a node that is equal to 47 or more than 47. You can see that in the example that the 47 does not exist on the express line, so you search for a node which is less than 47, which is 40. Now you go to the normal line with the help of 40 and search the 47 as shown in the figure, and you effectively were able to skip many nodes in this process, thus increasing its efficiency for searching mechanisms. It has another iteration called as the perfect skip list. Let's try to understand that. Here, keys are in sorted order over login levels. Each higher level contains half the elements of the level below it. Header and sentinel nodes are in every level. Nodes are of variable sizes, contain between 1 and O of log n pointers. Pointers point to the start of each node, where the pointers are drawn horizontally for visual clarity. Called skip list because higher level lists let you skip over many items. To find an item, we scan along the shortest list until we would pass the desired item. At that point, we drop down to a slightly more complete list at one lower level. Remember this sorted sequential searching, that is for I equal to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. If x of I is greater than or equal to k, we have to break from the loop, and if it's not, then we have to return fail. Let's have a quick discussion about the operations that it is able to perform. The basic operations that are involved with scriptlets are insertion operations. It is used to add a new node to a particular location in a specific situation. Delete operations, it is used to delete a node in a specific situation. Search operation, the search operation is used to search a particular node in a script list, as you all know. For now, let's focus on insertion and deletion. Insert and delete might need to rearrange the entire list. Like perfect binary search trees, perfect script lists are too structured to support efficient updates. The idea being, relax the requirement that each level have exactly half the items of the previous level. Instead, design structures so that we expect half the items to be carried up this next level. Skip lists are a randomized data structure. The same sequence of inserts, deletes may produce different structures depending on the outcome of random coin flips. So, as we have discussed earlier, it is dependent upon its probabilistic nature. In terms of insertion, the algorithm is we have to find a key. For that, we will insert a node. Sorry, it is an insertion algorithm. So for that, we need to find k. Well, after that, we need to insert node at level 0. Let I be 1, and we will flip it until it is heads, and insert the node at level I, then increment the I. This is much more detailed algorithm for insertion. This is the illustration of how deletion occurs, and this is the algorithm for deletion. Searching operation. Overflog in levels because you cut the hash of items in half of at each level. You will visit at most 2 nodes per level. If you visit more, then you could have done it on one level higher up. Therefore, search at time is overflogging, and this being the algorithm of the searching operation. That is, uh, this. Let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of skip lists. Advantages. Sorry for this. If you want to insert a new node in the skip list, then it will insert the node very fast because there are no rotations in the skip list. The skip list is simple to implement when compared to the hash table and binary search tree. Yes, it is very simple to implement. It is very simple to find a node in the list because it stores the nodes in the sorted form. That's one of the advantages, the greatest advantages of having a skip list. The skip list algorithm can be modified very easily in a more specific structure such as indexable skip lists, trees, or priority queues. The skip list is a robust and reliable list. So these are the advantages of using skip list. So mainly first, it will help us in insertion, deletion, and searching because of its sorted nature and maintaining two levels. Moreover, its node generally contains much more information when compared to linked list, and it is a double-edged sword because we can have an advantage for that too. So the disadvantages are it requires more memory than the balanced tree. Yes, it does. Reversing searching is not allowed. The skip list searches the node much slower when compared to linked list. Why? Because at every node it has to do much more operations compared to the operations that are done using linked list, due to which the runtime is actually more, and that's why this is one of the disadvantages. So let's have a brief overview about the application aspect of skip list. It is used in distributed application and it represents the pointers and systems in the distributed applications. It is used to implement a dynamic, elastic, concurrent queue with low lock contention. It is also used in QMAP template class. The indexing of skip list is used in running median problems. The skip list is used for the delta encoding posting into Lucid search. Moreover, during my research in this topic, I was able to come out that it is highly popular and in content management systems. Uh, that's why Disney Plus Hotstar has a skip list embedded in it in order to manage its content, and uh, uh, and its prominence has been greatly observed during India versus Pakistan match during India versus Pakistan match. At that moment, more than 1 crore people were actively watching the match, but the content management system was able to handle them efficiently. And we can see that some of it was due to the application of skip list. With this slide, I want to complete this presentation. I hope you have learned about the skip list and its various aspects of it. With this, thank you for listening. Have a great day.